What is up, guys? My name is Asteroid and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon competitive guide. So guys, today I'm excited to be back. And today, guys, we're going to be covering Swampert. If you want your favorite Pokemon to be covered in the next episode, make sure you let me know down below in the comment section, and I will get on that. So, Swampert was suggested by Ryan. Thank you, Ryan, for suggesting it. And I have a few sets here today to show you guys. So, starting off with the first Swampert set, we have kind of a bulky but hard-hitting Swampert here. It's actually going to be a Curse, Stealth Rocking, Earthquaking, and Waterfalling set. It's actually very powerful because Swampert does get Curse, which is going to raise your defense and your attack by 1, while also lowering your speed. Now, Swampert, or at least regular Swampert, is not a fast Pokemon by any means. We're going to get to Mega Swampert in a sec. But, yeah, so Curse, really lowering your speed is not going to be that big of a deal. You're going to get that attack raise, which is going to be great, especially with your investment and your adamant nature. Going to be allowing you to hit like a truck. And then getting the defense raise is going to really benefit your HP stats, while also, of course, raising your defense so you can eat up more physical hits. So basically, go for Curse to start setting up, try and survive a few hits with your natural bulk and your HP investment. Have the leftovers so you can have that nice and powerful health recovery. And then you also have Stealth Rock here so you can set up the rocks. And Ryan here, Swampert, is a very good Stealth Rocker. If you already have a Stealth Rocker on your team, you can swap out Stealth Rock for something like Ice Punch. Oh wow, that's not Ice Punch. If you'd rather not have Stealth Rocks, or if you already have a Stealth Rocker on your team, you can smack on Ice Punch for the coverage. And Ice Punch is great because it allows you to hit the almighty Grass types and the Dragon types, which is very good. But the main point here is that you're going to have a Curse boosted Ice Punch. So that's very good, especially since you are a Water Ground type and Grass is your only weakness. So anyways, that aside, Earthquake and Waterfall, they're pretty much self-explanatory. Waterfall is for that Water type stab. Earthquake is for the Ground type stab. Earthquake is a fantastic move all around. But for the ability, though, we have Torrent. Now, you can't go with Torrent because you're going to be eating up hits. So there's a good chance you'll be able to find yourself in that range where you have 1/3 or less max HP. And if that's the case, then your Waterfall plus the Curse boost is going to be doing an absolute ton. So you can go with that. Or if you are afraid of self-destructs, explosions, and aftermath, then of course Damp is not the worst option in the world. So anyways, let's move on to the next Swampert set. Now this set is a bit different from the previous one, but it still has the same purpose. Basically, you want to go max HP, max attack, adamant nature, try to boost your attack stat. And basically, we're going to be going for the non-curse route, where you have leftovers, Waterfall, Earthquake, Ice Punch just for the coverage, and Stealth Rock is a fantastic move. But what I thought we could do is we could possibly swap out Stealth Rock for another physical move. Swampert does get a ton of awesome physical moves, such as Facade is pretty good, Hammer Arm, Outrage is fantastic, Power Punch even, Rock Slide, get that rock type coverage. So there are a lot of physical moves you could run. You could choose one on here. I'd recommend just going with the Ice Punch, Earthquake, and Waterfall. But you could slot in another physical move here. And then what you could do is you could swap out leftovers here for the Choice Band. And I think that'd be really cool. Just a max attack, all offensive. Just make that attack set go through the roof. Just come in, take a hit. And seeing as you're only weak to grass, there's a good chance that you can survive pretty much any hit that's not a grass attack. With your natural bulk, and then you're gonna hit like a truck with your waterfalls, your earthquakes, your ice punches, and your rock slides. You could even put Stealth Rock back on here, and you could smack on the Citrus Berry. It's definitely not a bad item, so if you would rather have that over the leftovers, then that's pretty nice as well. So there are a lot of different roles Swampert can play. He can be more supportive, he can be more offensive, but there's one move that I think I should mention, and that is the Almighty Roar. And Roar you could pretty much slot into any of these sets. I would not recommend slotting it into a Choice Banded set, but like this set you could have Roar on there, and it could help you fight those setup Pokemon. And if you want to run Roar on this set as well, if you would rather not have Ice Punch, if you're not a fan of the Stealth Rocks, then smack Roar on there, and it does give you that extra protection against those setup Pokemon, so that's pretty nice. Anyways, let's move on to Mega Swampert. Now, Swampert is not a fast Pokemon, but when he Mega Evolves, everything changes. He becomes such a speedy little monster. It's crazy. So, anyways, that is of course due to the ability Swift Swim. So, You do gain Swift Swim, which is very, very good. Going to be doubling your speed in the rain, which makes you an awesome physical sweeper, especially with your high natural bulk. You got a lot more defense, a lot more special defense, and a massive attack stat of 150. And you also got a bit more speed, but of course Swift Swim is going to make up for that subpar speed stat. But yeah, basically you become this hard-hitting, very fast in the rain, and very bulky as well Pokemon, which is super, super cool. But of course, the only problem with this is that you rely on water. You rely on the rain, and sadly, Swampert is a UU Pokemon if you're going by Smogon standards, and that means that Politoed, Drizzle Politoed to be exact, is not actually legal in UU. So you would have to run Swampert in a higher tier if you wanted to have the Drizzle Politoed by your side to help support your Swampert. But since, you know, Swampert's a UU Pokemon, and you're not really going to have access to, of course, the Drizzle Politoed, then you can run Rain Dance. Swampert could set up its own rain just fine, and it can wreck from there. Go for Rain Dance first turn, get that rain up. You can take any one hit with your very high defense and special defense and HP stats. As long as it's not a grass type attack, then you will be fine. And then you can outspeed, hit hard with your base 150 attack stat in the Adamant Nature. Waterfall Earthquake, Ice Punch, has great coverage, and can absolutely wreck. Now, if you do have the privilege to be using Drizzle Politoed, then you can swap out Rain Dance for something like Rock Slide, which would not be bad. It does hit Charizards, and you know, since Charizard Y is a pretty prominent Pokemon in OU, and you would have to run it in OU to actually use it, you do have Waterfall, but Rock Slide can still be a pretty good move for hitting Ice types. But anyways, though, that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smash that like button down below. I'd really appreciate it. Comment and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!